what do we expect to happen given the current business climate we see and the future expectations of lower incomes to land values? We do see some evidence that land values are starting to show not necessarily some softness, but certainly moving into what some people might describe as a pause mode. We don't see quite the same increase in values in the Midwest that we have experienced over the last 3 to 4 years, but we shouldn't expect to see that kind of increase. We've experienced almost a doubling in land values in the Midwest in the last 5 years, and that kind of increase is not typical. At the same time, we do see some increased no sales at auctions these days, which is reflection of the fact that the land market maybe is starting to show some topping out. Many people are asking, well, does that mean that we're going to have a dramatic decline in land values like we experienced in the 1980s after the run-up of the 1970s? Our expectation is that we don't think we'll see that decline of that order of magnitude. The key issue is going to be whether some of this farmland or a lot of this farmland has to move through the market. Do we have a lot of distressed sales that are going to occur? Do we have a lot of highly leveraged land that's going to have to move through the market? Do we have a lot of investors that will want to unload land if they see some softness in the market? Neither one of those is, none of those are we think, possibilities or probabilities at least. And so we anticipate that the land market is going to have the potential to move in a pause mode. We are saying, however, that one shouldn't be surprised over the next, say, 3 or so years to have even as much as a 15, not a 50, but a 15, a 15% softening of land values. So some modest potential decline in values. Now we do need to understand that this run-up in land values has been primarily a Midwestern phenomena, Midwestern and Great Plains. We don't expect to see dramatic declines in land values in other parts of the U.S. because we haven't seen the rise that we've seen in corn, soybean, and wheat countries. So some moderation of the increase and maybe a slight decline in land values, but nothing like the collapse we saw of the 1980s.